So here is my little June update on the garden. We got lots of strawberries. We tried to enjoy them in many ways. We did strawberry shortcake, strawberry feta salad. I utilized radishes with this. We had some beautiful sage blossoms. They were super great to attract pollinators. Here you can see a little bumblebee here. Love watching these guys. Next, we had garlic scapes, and I use those every year to do a garlic scape pesto, pop those in the freezer. Here's our broccoli and brassica bed. You can see some offshoots here where I've harvested a broccoli head already. Here was my first one looking great. Second one, gnarly sunburn. We love that. We got lots of spinach, several gallons before it bolted. Here's just an overview of the covered beds. There you can see one of my cauliflower heads under netting. Here's two more I've harvested. More spinach, of course, and some radishes. Strawberry wine I made with our strawberries. Some flowering thyme. Here is our squash popping off. Garlic we harvested. These babies were rooted in great. Quite a little hassle to get those out, but super worth it. Garlic is probably one of the most rewarding things I plant, and it's pretty easy. From that same bed, we had loads of cilantro. I just ground those with olive oil for a freezer puck. Update on the squash, looking good. Strawberries are done now, but we've got other berries coming in. Squash blossoms are super good, fried up with some ricotta in the center. Up next, toward the end of the month, you'll see how we changed our beds over. I just harvested those. That's where the plants are. And I've got my loofah. These three are butternut squash, another loofah, marigolds. Still have my row of onions, but I pulled all the cauliflower. There's one broccoli left. It's not put a head on yet. And I moved things around a little bit. I've got two marigolds here, and chives. I'm gonna replant this one with bush beans. I pulled all my garlic. So I've got lettuce, 3 rows of cilantro, which I'm about to heavily harvest, another row of lettuce, and I just harvested some yesterday of the lettuce, and I'll just keep picking around at that. I just staked up my squash. So staked those up. We still have this marigold here. It's not really growing much, but whatever. My collard green right there. I need to harvest some off of that. My basil is doing lovely, and this marigold, and these tomatoes are doing really well. These tomatoes are also doing well. These aren't growing quite as much, but they still look really nice. I popped, this marigold is from my squash bed, and it was getting shaded out because the squash got too big, so I just popped it over here. But the peppers are putting on some good growth. The onions are looking nice. The tomatoes are getting crazy. This one was supposed to be aroma. I got it in a 6-pack of tomatoes. It's definitely not aroma. I don't know what that is, but that's the aroma. So, I don't know. It's a surprise. But I had my husband just put some hardware cloth around these just to kind of like keep them corralled. The strawberries are done. I'm letting them go like crazy with runners because I only had 3 rows of strawberries, and when I transplant them in the fall to a different bed, I want to have 5 rows. So I'm just letting them do their thing. Anything extra I'll give away or sell. But those are those. I corralled the mustard because it was crazy. And then I harvested again off of that broccoli. It's got a couple more side shoots, but That one's starting to head. That one's starting to head. Cabbages are looking good.